Okay. Hey everybody, it's me. And this is vlog number 2. Welcome. This is my second time recording this, not because of any technical issues, but just because the first one was so long-winded that I think just for everyone's sake, it would be a little bit better if I did a tighter, tighter version. And I'm too lazy to edit, so I'm not gonna cut one now. Welcome to Eric's room. He's out of town. I'm here vlogging. Um, it's one is a little bit late because I was waiting to hopefully get footage back from this camera. I had shot a test roll on it because I recently had it repaired. Haven't got that back though, so and then also I have those photos I mentioned from the last video that I still haven't gotten back. So just not due to anyone's fault, and that's not a hater statement. It's just the nature of things. I haven't gotten them back yet, and I really want to share them. So that being said, I think I either will do that in a little supplemental middle vlog or what? I don't know. But I have plans, I have thoughts. You'll see them. You might have noticed, but I've got the Barbie cam working, crisp, nice, ultra HD. That is actually my new R6, sponsored by Andrew Storer, my camera plug. He doesn't know that. I mean, he knows that. He's the one who sells them to me. But he doesn't know I'd call him that because I initially bought my Sony from him that you guys never have seen, but I traded him back because he wanted to trade to move back to Sony, and he had this Canon R6 with all this stuff and jokes on him because I immediately said yes. I got all the stuff and I got the R6. And I've always actually been a Canon fanboy, but you couldn't tell because I've never owned a Canon. I just rent them when I can for client jobs because I'm poor. And the first photographer I assisted for shot on Nikon, and I just thought I should just do what they were doing just to make it a little bit easier. And this whole time I've been a jealous, coveting bastard who's wanted these cannons that I've been renting and borrowing. So now I got one. I just go into like a deep, like evil thing. But yeah, so now I have one, and I'm stoked. It's a great little vlog camera, so you might get more videos. I hate that. Fuck. Okay, so I, in the long version of this, touch a lot about mental health. I'm gonna sum this up heavy. Okay, 2019, I end up, well, okay, happy fun loving Kizzy. What was he doing back in the day in 2018, 2019? What was I up to? I'll tell you. I was playing guitar. I used to be pretty okay, and I had a lot of different fancy guitars, and I haven't done that in years. I also was shooting skate videos, skateboarding all the time, and pumping iron, lifting weights, getting jacked, drinking protein. Mm. I also, what I was not doing was moving every single year, sometimes multiple times a year. Since 2019, though, that has been the case. And my mental health has been totally destroyed. I've been depressed a lot of the time, got crazy anxiety, overall unhappy as a person. Not really dying to go crazy into it, but um, yeah, since I've been feeling a good amount better the past few days, like good amount better. And I chatted with my old time friends who know me like before that time period, and like now, and my family. I talked to my sister, and they were all kind of in consensus that I had kind of a chip on my shoulder ever since that time. Just to give a little context, went on a mission trip for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints at that time, but I come from a very poor background and had to sell all my stuff to go. I thought it was a didn't really like it, the situation and what I was doing. Got sent home early because of COVID. Came back during COVID without anything. Had to start living off couches. It was a big in my life. Big that I like. I was angry about in a lot of senses, but also just broke my mental. It just totally destroyed my mental, and yeah, I've just not really been the same since. But I've been working on getting back, and I've been doing tons of different things, getting into so much, And so finally, I think I see the light at the end of the tunnel. That sounds corny, um, but that's exactly the metaphor that comes to mind. Um, so yeah, you notice I have all this shit around me. You can't see it, but I lifted it up, right? There's shit around me. Um, and it's because this video update's more of like a little recap on retail therapy, the hauls of lately, and how essentially it was how I've gotten back to doing what I enjoy doing and not just being a photographer or something. Because I think the biggest thing with like getting rid of my stuff and like coming back with and not having things and all that, I went straight into like trying to have a career. It's like almost like I immediately graduated college because I just didn't go back to school. um, Coming back during COVID, I was like, oh shit, and I started working out in Walmart. I yeah, didn't have shit, and so life was crazy, and I never picked up my hobbies again. I just kind of kept moving forward, trying to build a career, try to start something, and I got something going on now. I got a little something going on, but yeah, I didn't realize how important those other things were because yeah, things have gotten mentally pretty bad um, as of recent. It fluctuates, but like the past couple months have been pretty bad. And I kind of leaned into like I'm into a lot of mindfulness and like meditation and like Zen Buddhism and that, and it's been something helpful for me in the past couple of years as I've been getting into it. But I kind of leaned really hard into like I tried to like Taoism. Taoism, it's a type of philosophy, Chinese philosophy, but essentially it was like, yo, chill, don't do anything you don't have to do. Just don't really try to have a career. Don't pursue things. Don't pursue happiness because that's what makes you happy. And I don't think that's necessarily wrong. But me trying to do that, let me show you something. I got my iPod so I can listen to like lectures and stuff and music without having a phone on me. And like I got my watch, which I am, oh, please focus, lit about. Honestly, love the watch. I really like how it is. I can go into that, not right now because it'll distract from my point. But just to be able to like disconnect, and I did the whole thing with Instagram. That's what spurred all that stuff. All these things were a spur of that. It's cool. It's cool. But except for when you have nothing to do except your career and you decide to give up on your career, you just have nothing. And then you just get to think and you think about how your thinking's been messed up, and then you don't like that, so you start just trying to go out, but you don't like going out, but you go out because you don't have anything else to do, and then you get back into drinking and stuff, and you kind of just struggle, and then you just kind of go down a hole because you don't have a schedule and all that. So that's kind of what has been happening um, for a minute, and then I got a couple lows, I got a couple wake up calls, and yeah, spooked myself, and then realized I'd gone back into a hole. And so with that, I could start building back up again. I am a I don't want to say religious because I'm not a church guy. I always say that. I've always said that to everyone all the time. I always act like I hate church, but I go to church, and I've been getting back into things and just trying to build a relationship God wise, and that's been a big part of like years of trying to get my shit together. And yeah, I decided just like to lean back into that and get back to all these things that I'd been missing that I like to do. Get a new guitar, start playing guitar again, get a new skateboard, start skating again. The gym, massive. I've been lifting, but I'm very into it. I was very into it back in the day. Mission trip, you can't do that shit. I wasn't doing anything, and I stopped and never really got really back into it all the way until now. This is beer. Just kidding. It's a bone broth protein powder. That's what I've been drinking a million times a day. Because I'm now training, more or less. Serious, very serious. I'm very serious. But yeah, no, it's just I've kind of gotten my things back, my structure back, my life back. Stop trying to look to things outside of what I naturally liked. Because this is already probably longer than the last video. Fuck me. But yeah, no, I just I think I lost a lot of things I enjoyed doing out of like this negative, like serious mindset kind of like kept me from bringing those back. And I was taking everything seriously. Like I couldn't do something if it wasn't contributing to my career. I wasn't gonna do anything just for fun, and I had ended up with nothing but a career, which is that's not me. And I think now, though it's like very much a retail therapy feeling, buying all this shit, getting it all back. It's been really, really beneficial, to have other things to do than, work, having other things that bring happiness. So yeah, that's the update. This is the biggest thing I'd say I'd mention. And it's yeah. It's a piece by a Chilean artist printed down in Cali, Colombia. It's like a hint to crossword in the books found in that library in Cali, where you could find the book that has like the word. It's very cool, and I'm gonna try to have the same print shop down there print my next photo book that I was gonna do of those photos that I'm waiting on. So very cool. And the reason this is significant to me, just to actually explain it rather than say what it is, um, I never owned stuff because ever since 2019, I've moved constantly, all the time, multiple times a year. And so, yeah, I never decorate places. I never have things. I always just have cameras, and some clothes. And so this is kind of like a step towards finding a spot. Another step towards finding a spot that I should mention before I wrap this up is I'm going to LA for 2 weeks after at the 23rd. It's another donut shoot. I know you guys love donuts, and I love donuts, so it's gonna be great. It pays my bills. But no, there I'm blessed that I get to go out, and I'm actually staying there for a while to test things out, see my friends, do some shooting for some of my friends with companies out there. See how I like it because LA, I've never really wanted to live there before, but being in New York, I like New York, but it is a career oriented place, and I am a career oriented guy. But um, more importantly, it's like a nightlife oriented place, not as much like a nature. And since getting back to like what I truly am into, I am a morning guy. I don't really like going out like that, and I kind of have thought about being in a place where it's not necessarily so dependent on that as like a part of the experience, a part of what you're paying for when you live there. And so, yeah, I just kind of go in there extra long to test things out. I'm not totally planning on moving because I am starting to feel a lot better, and I don't think your place has to matter so much if you know what your core thing is. And I think I finally found that, but it's expensive as shit food wise, and so it's really hard to bulk. Like I'm trying to be fucking massive. I'm trying to gain fucking 20 pounds of lean mass. Okay, and so I know Kale's out there. Kale's the homie, and like a lot of my family is more to the west, and so I'm like, fuck, maybe this will be a move where I really fucking dig down. Um, or maybe not, and that's fine too. But I'm giving it a shot. So that's what's going on. Also, my birthday is May 12th coming up. I'm gonna be 26 years old. It's been a long time. I'm not afraid of dying. God knows. But yeah, it's been long. I'm glad I'm finally in a good spot just in time for my birthday, which is insane. I feel like that usually happens. Like genuinely. It's like right before my birthday, my shit feels okay. And I'm like, it's so nice. But I'm not a birthday guy, so that being said, they're actually having a massive party at my house, not for my birthday, but the day before, the night before. And it's too many people have RSVP'd. I don't know how we're gonna do it. It's gonna trash the house, but yeah, it should be fun. I guess that's it. I'd love to hear back from you guys about your life struggles, honestly, um, or the wins, the dubs, the cool things. I don't know. That's cool, but I'll let you go now. Cheers.